ProQC International, simplifying supplier selection, quality control and engineering solutions, offering over 3 decades of experience and services in over 38 countries. Selecting suppliers is undoubtedly one of the most challenging tasks organizations contend with. Finding, evaluating, and selecting suppliers that will meet existing needs with room to grow doesn't have to be an arduous process. While requirements do vary greatly depending on industry, company size, demand, etc., the process of supplier selection can be simplified using a general roadmap that reduces much of the risks and cost. Looking for a great supplier? Evaluate your needs, develop a checklist, analyze the options, make a decision, develop a relationship, and monitor performance. 1. Evaluate your needs. Where supplier selection and most other things are concerned, planning is key. Organizations need to carefully evaluate the internal and external factors that affect the kind of supplier they need. Not only is it a good idea for organizational strategy purposes, but potential suppliers will likely find this information useful for quoting purposes as well. Failure to meet expectations usually happens when expectations are not well defined and/or communicated to all. 2. Develop a checklist. Once you've figured out what you need, imagine the ideal supplier. Use that list and concentrate it down to a handful of attributes. If you find it difficult to narrow down, see if any of the items can be characterized into a broader category and then assign weighted values. It's a good idea to incorporate values regardless, so analyzing the options becomes easier. Consider a grid analysis. Quality, timeliness, communications, management, cost. Who do you pick? Grid analysis is the simplest form of multiple criteria decision analysis, MCDA, also known as multiple criteria decision aid or multiple criteria decision management, MCDM. Grid analysis helps you to decide between several options, where you need to take many different factors into account. To use the tool, lay out your options as rows on a table. Set up the columns to show the factors you need to consider. Score each choice for each factor using numbers from 0, poor, to 5, very good, and then allocate weights to show the importance of each of these factors. 3. Analyze the options. Go back and review the serious prospects. Evaluate the checklists and grid analysis. At this point, a proactive approach we suggest is conducting supplier audits for the 2 or 3 choices that stand out as the best potential fit. An on-site audit of the facility includes an evaluation of general operations, quality systems, qualifications, and capabilities of the supplier as a viable source. During an audit, checklist information can be verified on-site through various interviews and documentation review. Business registration verification, credit and financial check, on-site verification, supplier audit, or quality management. Business registration verification. The most basic information that you will want to have verified by an external source includes legal verification. Is the supplier legally able to partner and produce products for you? It becomes less clear how to do that when you're looking at potential suppliers abroad. Using a third party with local access is often preferred due to the cost and time required to execute internally. Credit and financial check. Legal status, financial data, sales, assets, etc., business size and scope, financial position, credit rating, industry profile, shareholders, and leadership. On-site verification, production capacity, export markets, key clients, key personnel, number of employees, list of major machines and equipment, list of major gauges and test equipment, list of subcontractors. Supplier Audit, QMS, This on-site evaluation is performed by a quality professional that specializes in evaluating quality management systems. The idea is to gain assurances on a number of applicable topics through objective evidence. In general, the auditor looks at the following and provides a comparative analysis of conformances and non-conformances: management, engineering, QC and assurance, incoming receiving inspection, manufacturing, packaging, non-conforming materials, corrective action, inspection and test equipment. This slide shows an example of the questions and findings one might find in an audit report. This slide shows an example of audit results and recommendations one may find in an audit report. Specialized audits. Depending on your industry or other factors, specialized audits may be required. For example, many stakeholders now demand organizations support their social responsibility claims with on-site audits. SA 8000 or social-based audits specialize in topics related specifically to the workforce and human rights issues. Other examples include Automotive ISO/TS 16949, Medical Devices ISO 13485, Environmental ISO 14001, GMP. 4. Make a decision. When selecting suppliers, make sure you maintain perspective regarding your requirements and weights of various attributes as noted during the information gathering process. It's very easy to look at the bottom line and compromise on salient issues. Trust your data, and be sure to follow up with any potential prospects you didn't select. 5. Develop a partnership. Developing a relationship with suppliers is critical to long-term success. It's difficult to find a company that disagrees with this, but it can be challenging to find one that truly dedicates the time and resources toward accomplishing it. Documented expectations and open communication reduce the headaches associated with poor quality, missed shipments, or ultimately the process of switching suppliers. Regular follow-up is an invaluable and cost-effective way to identify potential issues early on. 6. Monitor performance. Ongoing evaluation of suppliers is necessary for continuous improvement. Gathering and analyzing performance data, inspection defect information, return rates, etc., on a regular basis, in addition to intermittent on-site audits, identifies areas of improvement and ensures expectations are being met. Where necessary, corrective action can be incorporated to resolve issues prior to customer impact and possibly even before they start. The advantage of choosing Pro QC International: stability, over 3 decades of experience, global presence, services in over 38 countries. We are on site so you don't have to be. Experienced, degreed, and/or certified engineers and auditors. QC professionals with industry knowledge. Scheduling flexibility. We work closely with clients and suppliers to avoid shipping delays. Timely feedback and dedicated account managers. Focused on solutions with online reports posted within 24 hours. Scalability. We meet your needs with one-day, full-time, or part-time assignments. Learn more. Contact a Pro QC office closest to you.